My name's Ethan, and I live on Sycamore Avenue in Queens, New York, a quiet, tree-lined street where the nights are supposed to be peaceful. I moved here about 2 years ago after landing a remote job, thinking city life would be loud and full of life. But on my block, the nights are different, still, heavy, and lately, something about that stillness feels wrong. It all started with my dog, Max, a golden retriever who's always been the most loving, playful creature I've ever known. But 3 weeks ago, he began doing something that I can't explain. Every night, at exactly 3:07 a.m., he gets up from his bed, walks to the corner of my living room, the one by the old radiator beneath the window, and just stares. No barking, no whining, just stillness. His head tilted slightly, his ears perked, his eyes wide. At first, I thought maybe it was mice in the walls or a sound from outside, but I checked, nothing. I even set up a baby monitor camera, thinking maybe I'd catch a raccoon or something. But when I reviewed the footage the next morning, Max was staring at nothing. The air in the room looked strange though, like a faint shimmer, almost like heat rising off asphalt. But it was winter in New York. There was no heat, no explanation. I tried to ignore it, but then came the second week. Every night, same time, 3:07 a.m., I'd wake up to the sound of Max's claws tapping softly against the hardwood floor, and then silence, just him staring into that corner. Then one night, I decided to join him. I sat down beside Max, rubbed his back, and whispered, "What are you looking at, buddy?" And then I felt it, that drop in temperature, so sudden it made my breath visible. I checked the thermostat. It still read 72 degrees. And then Max whimpered, something he never does. He backed up, pressed against my leg, his gaze still fixed on the corner. That's when I heard it, a soft, rhythmic sound. Tap, tap, tap. It came from the wall. I leaned closer, heart pounding. "Hello?" I said, half joking. The tapping stopped. Then, in the faint reflection of the window, I saw it. A shadow. Not mine, not Max's. It was taller, still, standing right in that corner. I turned around, nothing. The next morning, I told my neighbor, Mrs. Porter. She's lived on Sycamore Avenue for 30 years. Her face went pale. She told me that the house used to belong to an older man, a retired firefighter named James Holloway. He had died in that very living room, sitting in his favorite chair, right in that corner. She said he had a dog too, a German Shepherd that was found sitting next to his body, refusing to leave even after the paramedics arrived. That night, I didn't sleep. I watched the clock tick closer to 3:07, and sure enough, Max got up again. But this time, before he could reach the corner, the lights flickered. Once, twice, and the sound came again. Tap, tap, tap. Only now it wasn't coming from the wall, it was coming from inside the radiator. I leaned closer, my phone flashlight trembling in my hand, and then the metal grill of the heater rattled, like something was trying to push through. Max barked, loud, sharp, scared, and in that exact moment, my phone screen froze. A static-filled reflection appeared. Not my face, not my dog, but a figure sitting in a chair, staring straight back at me. I dropped the phone. When I picked it up again, the reflection was gone. Now, every night, I hear the tapping, and sometimes when I pass that corner, I swear I smell smoke, faint, like burned wood, like a house fire. I looked up old records. On December 12th, 2008, there was a fire on this street. One house burned. One man died. His name was James Holloway. The report said the fire started from a faulty radiator, the same one that's in my living room. I tried sleeping at a friend's apartment in Brooklyn, but every night at 3:07, my security cam pings my phone with movement alerts from home. When I check the footage, it's always the same. Max, standing in that corner, tail down, ears up, staring. And sometimes, behind him, a faint figure in the reflection. If you ever wake up and your dog is staring at an empty corner, don't look, because sometimes they're not looking at something. They're warning you.